Batman Curse of the White Knight, number 5. Man, this book is crazy. I love it. He's doing a great job with it. It's pretty much starting to hit neck to neck with the first series. Some good stuff going on here. Some good, interesting things. Some big reveals. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. Now, Batman, Curse of the White Knight, issue 5. I happened to get the Joker cover. I saw the Batgirl cover, which looked cool too. Listen, if you have not read the last issue, you need to go ahead and stop this, because there will be spoilers of last issue. I'll try not to spoil this issue too much, but if you're watching this, you probably already read it. So I'll give you a second. There's my nice stuff up there. All right, you're back. That means you're ready, and here we go. So we open up with Commissioner Gordon's funeral. That's right. Last issue, Jean-Paul Vallée, Azrael, killed Commissioner Gordon. He's dead. I don't know. I doubt he's coming back. He seems to be pretty much dead. All the police there. You have. I mean, the art here is fantastic. You have the cops carrying the casket. You see it says Gordon written in gold letters on the casket. You have bagpiper standing behind, and the crowd of people following back. It's just and even, I think you can even see it says a banner hanging across over it says James Gordon. Crazy stuff, man. Sean Gordon Murphy has done just a fantastic job with the art. And then we get, it's all over the news, radio. You're hearing the people talking about it. There's this killer out there that's doing this, and which we know is Azrael. We see, like the gym, the library, the bar, and then you see all the people putting roses on his casket. And then we see somebody go, hey, no sign of Bruce. And the Batgirl's like, because he's a coward. Now, she's in the wheelchair. Does this mean the start of Oracle? I don't know. Maybe. But she's in a wheelchair, and she's calling Batman a coward. And she's pissed at Batman. Now, we flip over to Batman, and Batman is actually scuba diving. Now, he is, again, following up on a lead from the last issue that his ancestor, Wayne, was not really a good dude. He was not good at all. And so we have this historical thing that we're kind of going through as we're also watching Azrael in the present. It kind of ties together because it was what happened in the past is kind of what's causing what's happening right now. So he dives down, and you can see the old town. There's like this whole old town down there, and he gets down there, and it says Saint Dumas, and there's a cross. So somebody was buried there with a cross to Saint Dumas. There's only one person we know like that. The guy, Bakar, I believe it's Bakar, who actually helped Wayne come back and take over the land that he was promised to begin with. So something obviously is not good here. And we get Batman finally shows up at the police headquarters. And Bullock is like, you, why weren't you there? James Gordon died because of you, and you weren't there. You weren't even at his funeral. And he's like, Batman's like, hey, I wanted to be there. I know I should have been there, but I don't think I was welcome there. Which is interesting, right? And then we have Renee Matoya is like, hey, James Gordon was good at, getting people to work together and having a compromise and understanding. So, hey, let's move forward and let's get on. And Batman's like, hey, Bullock's like, how do we move forward? Batman's like, by focusing on the work, which is like total Batman, right? So Batman starts explaining what happened. He goes, hey, what I basically figured out is that we always thought that Gotham started like over here at this village, right? Where in reality, the journal said it was over here. And it didn't make any sense because that's the reservoir, the Gotham City Reservoir. So looking at it, they flooded it. So what happened is Edmund Wayne with Bakar, it doesn't say his name, but Bakar, there it is. So Bakar and they came over, and he promised Bakar half the area if they worked together to help him claim it all. And he did. Bakar helped claim it all, and when when it came to that point, he killed Bakar, buried him, erased all references to him in history, flooded the town, moved everybody out onto another area, which is that new city over there called Backport, and then flooded and made a reservoir, dammed up the river, and flooded the whole place so nobody ever knew that he had done this thing. So that's the truth about Gotham, about how Wayne Fortune started in the New World. And that's why Joker sent Azrael after me. Not to kill me, but to destroy the legacy of the Waynes. So again, it's kind of Batman's fault all this is happening. So we have to figure out from Napier, Jack, okay, Joker says something during interrogation. Gotham is drowning in secrets. What did he mean? I don't know. Only Joker knows. Well, Jack Napier knows, but Joker's now in control, and Joker ain't gonna tell nobody. No, he goes to visit Harley. Now Harley has had the twins. She's had the babies, which Batman delivered last time. And she gave him a card, says, "Don't give up on me, Jay." So she was like, I know he's still in there, but I can't seem to get to him, right? And he's like, Batman's like, well, I think you can. I think the problem was me, and Joker's too fascinated with me. If I'm not there, then maybe Jack can come out and connect with you as Harley because he loves you. And she's like, well, I don't want to go alone. He goes, take the kids. All right, so who takes children to go see the Joker? He's already recommended having an abortion with a wire hanger. This is kind of a crazy thing. So she does it. She goes, and he is just mocking her. He's laughing. He's like, come on, Jack, you're in there. I know you're in there. And he's just laughing at her. He goes, oh, you're more fun than I thought you were. Ha, ha, ha. And he's just laughing, right? And she's like, fine, you'll never see us again. Goodbye, Jack. And she turns around and walk away. And you see hands slam on the glass. Wait. I love you too. Jack's there, right? He's able to actually, and he can actually see he's changed back into Jack from Joker. Interesting. So he still has a measure of control. I like that. That could play a lot of ways. They go back and he figure out, okay, who is Azrael? Azrael is John Paul Vallée. He was a Green Beret in Vietnam. His team, one of his team members, code name was Gabriel. Tried to hide the fact that she was a woman, but she was caught and raped, and he was able to come and help and fight, and they killed the whole village. Another dude's name was Michael, but they pulled out his larynx, so he can't talk, he's mute. And then Azrael came save him and actually killed all his captors by ripping out their neck. So he is a very, very much an eye for an eye type of person. And so whatever he's assuming is happening with what Dwayne did for Picard, he was trying to do the same thing back, because he is a very much eye to eye, eye for an eye type deal. So, but we don't know the whole history yet, and neither does Batman. So Harley Quinn is actually talking to the Joker. He gets to see the babies, and he goes, Joker knows everything I know, but I don't necessarily know everything Joker knows. And Harley Quinn is a psychiatrist. So, well, maybe I can help you. Just let me talk you through it. Let's focus on the flaming sword. And he's like, boom, I remember a flaming sword. It was in a big cathedral. I think it was St. Jerome's Chapel. Yes, and then underneath, it goes, there was something written on the wall in blood. Can you see it? And you kind of get a glimpse. Now, we know this is not really happening. This is kind of in his head, his memory. But he's there with Harley Quinn, and he goes, and she's like, can you see it? And he goes, yes, I can see it. He's like, oh, no. He's like, what does it say? She goes, I can tell you, but you can't tell Batman. Why? Because it will destroy him. Joker will be very happy with destroying Batman. Now, here's Jack going, Jack's like, hey, no, don't tell Batman, because this is not good. So we get back over to Azrael. Now Azrael's with the old lady who's funding everything. We see the Azrael armor, very cool looking, and she's like, "Well, if you couldn't get the job done, I'm going to go ahead and bring somebody that can." And in comes Bane, and he just smacks right into Azrael, slam him on the ground, and and then he's beating on him, and Azrael pushes him back, right? And Azrael's like, you're weak. And Bane's like, fine, click, right, super juiced up. And then he comes in, he starts smashing him, he picks him up to do the backbreaker move, right? The quintessential Bane move, the backbreaker, boom, and then one of his helpers, I think it's probably Gabriel, comes and pulls the plug out of the back of Bane's head. And Bane's like, the exposed tube is a challenge to my enemies to come and close if they dare to cut it. And she's like, challenge accepted. And he takes the flaming sword and chops off Bane's head. And you can actually see it. Bane's gone. Now, what's cool here is we actually get an idea of how the flaming sword works. Basically the scabbard has a reservoir of a certain special type of napalm. You can actually, as he pulls it out, you can see the dripping gel. And he goes, I click a button on the hilt, and it lights it up. And it takes only a little spark. So he lays this woman down, the black lady, the leader lady, and he puts the sword on her chest. And he puts a candle, a really small candle, to start talking. Dude's crazy. The dude's crazy. Now, they also know he has cancer and he's dying. So whatever he's trying to do it quick to get it over with and basically before he dies. Harley Quinn comes back out of the Arkham Asylum, and they're like, hey, but Jack will try to help. He goes, well, could he figure out what's on the wall? Now, Bruce is there. Not as Batman, but as Bruce. Did he figure out what's on the wall? No. And she's like, no, he doesn't know. Now, he told her, I'm assuming, but she's keeping it to herself, which is what he's asked because it'll destroy Batman. I want to know what that is. I'm like, because they've hinted at it, but they haven't actually told us what that is yet. So can we trust him? I don't know. It's just what I'm going to say. You don't have to trust him, Bats. You just have to trust me. So then we get into Arkham Asylum. And in comes the Azrael bat armor. And the sword flames up. Boom! And then he kills, Crane, Dr. Crane. And then he kills Killer Croc. And then he kills Baby Doll. And then he kills the mannequin. And then he kills Dr. Pig, or Professor Pig. And then he kills, I don't know who that is. Sutton. I'm not sure who that is. And then he kills Two-Face. And then he kills Enigma. And then Joker's there, right? And Joker's like, looks like you're clearing house. Crazy stuff, right? And then he goes, how did you get in? How did they let you in? He goes, it's easy, I'm Batman. And he's wearing the Azrael armor. It's like an all black armor with a gold bat on it. He's got talons and stuff. And then he's got the flaming sword. Very cool. Man, this book kind of like just, to me, it was going okay. It wasn't as good as the first series, but this book specifically kind of just went boop right over the top on that. And now it is equal with that first series, in my opinion. It is fantastic. The art in it is great. The story is good. It's got me interested. There's a mystery here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. I love that. That's what I want in my comics. Great stuff. Great art. Great story. Good job, Sean Gordon-Murphy. Definitely recommend. So, if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.